Hi everyone, good day to all of you. I am Leonard. I am from ACME, and ACME is an acronym for Articulate Communication Made Easy. You know, I have said this many a time, perhaps even on this channel. One of the things I love doing is telling a story. Storytelling is one of the most ancient arts. It's coming down from, you know, many hundreds of years. Even before writing was invented, people used to tell each other stories and educate one another. And also, there is this beautiful saying: tell me a fact and I will listen. Tell me the truth and I will believe. But tell me a story and it will live in my heart forever. This is a Native American proverb. This is a story that was told to me by one of my students who was an MBA student. He told me that he had heard it in his class. And I tried searching because I use stories in my class. I have a whole lot of them which we keep discussing and talking about. I tried to find this story on the internet. Unfortunately, I couldn't. So, because I had a good idea of because I'd heard this story, the student had narrated it very well. So I knew what it was about. So I decided to write it in my own words. A story is something like this. There was once upon a time a man and his family of sons. They lived many years ago. And all they had to sustain them was an apple tree. They used to harvest this apple tree and live off the produce of this tree. They lived pretty happily, but within limited means because they didn't earn much from that apple tree. How much can you earn from a tree? Anyway, they were happy. They used to live within their means. They used to cut their coats according to their cloth, as the proverb goes. And one day, what happened? A man landed up at their house, and he was in desperate need, in dire need of food and shelter and nourishment. So the father of these boys, he knew what it was to be in trouble because he himself was a poor man. He lived a frugal life. So he was empathetic. He knew what this meant. So he called the man in and gave him food and gave him whatever he needed and a place to stay. The next day, when they woke up, they found that the man to whom they had extended a helping hand had disappeared. And also, their precious apple tree, which was the sole source of their earning and survival, had been cut down. Now, this came as a big blow to them. Immediately, they were extremely afraid of what's going to happen. Are we going to become destitute? What's going to happen? Our only source of income was that apple tree, and now that apple tree has been cut down. So, tough times calls for tough measures. They all decided to put their shoulder to the wheel and go out and earn. They found that while they were earning outside, they found that their earnings was much more. I mean, they were able to live a better life, a more qualitative life. So they decided, my God, they were thinking to themselves, like, maybe this cutting down of this apple tree was a blessing in disguise. What happened after they were well into their improved life? They were living happily and prosperously. A man turned up again at their door. A man came and he told them, he says, remember, there was a man that once came to you for help He took your hospitality, He took your food, He stayed in your place, and all your kindness, He accepted it all. And the next day, He cut your apple tree and disappeared. These, well, father and the sons were listening to him. Now, what's he going to tell us next? He said, well, I would like to tell you that that man was me. Had you found out about me, had you known that I had done this, you would most probably have killed me, because I knew how precious and how valuable that apple tree was to you. But now, as you can see, I did it with extremely good intentions. You can see that you are now living better lives and that you do not have to live like you lived before. So, what is the story trying to tell us? It is trying to tell us basically that sometimes the status quo has got to be broken. That means the status quo means the life that you have now, what keeps you secure, what makes you feel good and happy, satisfied. That life, it offers security to you. But in order for you to come out and do something greater, this life, which is your status quo, has got to be shattered so that you can find, so that you can reinvent and recreate yourself. You see, this is it about life. When something bad happens to us, it's not happening, it is not supposed to destroy us. It is not supposed to make us feel destitute and desperate and bad. It is actually a challenge. It is calling you, telling you that, look, man, you can do much better for yourself, but you are stuck in this status quo. You are stuck in this stagnation because you feel you can do no better. But you are now being called upon to find the strength within you, to find what is good within you, to find what is unique within you. Life, remember, is a journey. It's a journey of discovery. Life is a journey of discovery. You do not know what you are capable of doing until push comes to shove. This is a great lesson. I loved this story and I always narrate it, and I've done it many times in class and it has received great reviews. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.